So I'm not going to demonstrate the whole sequence. We'll kind of talk about that as we go. The fundamentals of this are, I'm kneeling, my foot is up, I start with my hands forward, and then I reach. So let's unpack that a little bit. First of all, my hip is surprisingly involved here. A lot of times when people have very stiff hips, their hips don't move at all, and from their upper body just has no chance if their hip can't additionally open and facilitate a bit of that movement, okay? So a little sneaky amount of hips. And then likewise, the upper body, if I just can't go any further, well, I've got a lot of work to do to kind of open up and get some of that natural motion I want across the T-spine. That's kind of like telescoping thing that comes out of my low back and hips so I can reach and do more dynamic things. And then last but not least, if I'm so tight in the chest and bicep that I can't open up, well, I've got some room to grow. So this isn't a hard activity as much as it's just a mind-muscle connection and trying to slowly grease the wheel of continuing to open up. Okay, so the actual procedure of this. I start with my outside knee down, my inside knee up against the wall. Everything is smushed against the wall. Boom, I rotate. Once I get my specified number of those, all I do is switch. Depending on where you suffer, you may find one of these easier or more difficult than the other. I find them all about equal, and well, that's just because I've got overall pretty good thoracic mobility. From there, I go to the other side. Same thing. Outside knee starts down. Doesn't really matter where you start these, just as long as you get all 4 positions. I get this side, you may notice like, oh, this side doesn't work quite as well. That's fine, that's part of the process, is unpacking some of these variables, and then I switch to the other side and go. A couple of things I want to avoid is this foot coming along for the ride. This is going to obviously make it way easier if I'm just kind of like letting this leg swing around. That may not even be natural, but I have seen people do it. So you're trying to keep yourself relatively intact in this perfect starting position. So everything is staying in play, and it's just your upper body doing the movement. Go through reps, switch your positions, make sure you get all 4. It's pretty straightforward. Open up, limber up, grease the wheel, move a little bit better.